Nobody is coming to save you, and that's the best news you'll get. It's hard to rely on yourself and be the only one that is pushing yourself to grind, pushing yourself to go forward, but like that's the beauty in the grind. Like if you had everybody motivating you, everybody pushing you, a part of growing and becoming a better version of yourself is it's in the statement. It's yourself. Like you have to learn to push yourself. You have to learn that there's days where it's just you. It's nobody is coming to save you. Like you have to push yourself and grind every single day to become a better version of yourself. People talk about the difference between motivation and discipline. Motivation is when you're feeling locked in, you're feeling in that zone. Maybe you're having an amazing day and it's really easy to do the hard things. But motivation fades. Like there's going to be days where you feel like crap. You slept horribly or something happened, something bad is happening and you know you need to do this, but it's really hard. That's where your discipline takes over. That's where you remind yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I continuing to push myself? And that constant reminder is you pushing yourself. Like people can help you and give you all the motivational quotes and do everything you want them to. But at the end of the day, it's just you. It's you versus you every single day, every single minute. Like, it is so hard to be consistent. For me, for example, I'm a big gym guy. I like going to the gym. I like working out. I like feeling good about my body. And I'm going to be honest, the past 2 days I've been slacking. I haven't gone to the gym. And I told myself, like, yo, you're going to be in the gym every single day. But, like, I didn't push myself. And now, today, I just reminded myself, like, why are you doing this? What's the end goal? And I didn't want to film this podcast. I was feeling so, like, unmotivated because I haven't been going to the gym. But I got myself up. I did what I needed to do. I'm filming this podcast. And now I feel good. I feel motivated again. Like, you have to push yourself to do the hard work. And honestly, I can honestly say that doing the hard choice, doing the hard things, like makes you feel better about yourself, about your life, about everything. Like I know when you're in that mindset that things are hard, that you don't want to work, you don't want to grind, like it's really easy to fall victim to that and not do what you need to do and not push yourself forward. But you're going to look back the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year and be like, oh my God, I wish I would have pushed myself. If I would have pushed myself to grind and work, like, and you do that every single day, your life will be amazing. And maybe you aren't successful in the thing you're trying to achieve. Like for me, if I post a podcast every single day, maybe in a year, I won't have a successful podcast. But I will have built a year of consistent work that I can look back and say, you know what, I tried. I gave it everything that I had. And honestly, that being able to say that is worth so much more than any bit of success, because you just build this confidence about yourself. You build this affect of like, I can do the things I say I can do anything. And that self-confidence, that belief in yourself is honestly worth so much more than any success you'll have. Because it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you genuinely believe that you know how to push through hard things and you can be the kind of person that does what they say they're going to do, nothing else matters because you believe in yourself. Like I have struggled with self-belief for so long. I have struggled with understanding how to push through hard times and just feeling not confident at all. And the only way that I've learned to build confidence in myself is by doing things, is by building a resume of things that I have done, that I've pushed through. That gives the confidence. Literally just understanding that when things get tough, I'm the kind of person that pushes through it. It's a different level of confidence. You walk around just with a better affect about everything, a better outlook, a better affect. Like you're just that guy or that girl, you know, but like you just walk around with this, you exude this level of confidence that it can't be replicated. Like you can't fake that. People say fake it till you make it. Like that works, but only for a certain amount of time, because eventually you know, like I'm not that person. And the only way to become that person is by just doing the things that you know you need to do. And I'm not saying this from a guy who's super successful, who has made it. I'm saying this from a guy who is in that period with you. I'm in that period of like, some days I don't believe in myself. I don't feel confident. And the only times that I've made myself feel confident and felt better about myself is when I do the work I know I need to do. Like, that's the only way. That's the only way to feel good about yourself and feel confident, is doing the things you know you need to do. That's it. It's the only way that works. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Like, you have to make the choice. Maybe it's uncomfortable now, but in a few days, a few weeks, a few months, a few years, you're going to have what you want. Like, it's easy to succumb to eating bad, having the sugar that you want, skipping the gym. It's easy to do that. But then think about it like this. If you spend your days doing the easy task, in 6 months, how are you going to feel about yourself? Are you going to feel like you're living the life you want? Or you feel like, damn, I wish I would have made different choices? Like, genuinely think about it. Like, if I decided to not do this podcast and every single day I don't do the podcast, how am I going to feel about myself? Am I going to feel good about myself? No. I'm going to feel like crap. Like, oh my God, I gave up. What kind of person am I? Am I just a guy who gives up on things? Like, short-term pain, long-term pleasure. Or short-term pleasure, long-term pain. Like, you say you want a better life for yourself. You say you want this and that and you want to change. And change is only made through the small decisions we make every single minute. And I know it's hard. It feels impossible to consistently do the hard task over and over and over again. It feels so draining. Because it's like, oh my God, you're doing all this work, and it's like, it's so hard to make the good choice constantly. But I promise you, if you continue to make the hard choice, if you continue to do the things you know you need to do, you will feel amazing. You will feel unstoppable. You will feel like that person. I promise you. But it's about making that choice every single day and continuing to make that choice. Like, that's all you can do. What else are you going to do? Are you going to continue to be stuck in the same cycle where you have an idea, you execute, and you don't be consistent at it, and then it doesn't go anywhere? Or are you going to be the person that tells yourself, I'm going to do this, and you do it day in and day out? It's the only way to grow. Growth is painful. It is hard to make the tough choice constantly. It's extremely hard, but it makes you a better person for it. Everything in your life comes down to making the hard choice, the choice you know you need to make. Like, we all know what we have to do, but it's about executing. Are you actually doing that? And be honest with yourself. Like, even if you're not, tell yourself, I'm not, I don't make the hard choice. Be honest with yourself. I'm honest with myself now. I'm going to sit here and tell you there's days I don't make the right choice. And then I feel like crap. Not just that day, I feel like crap for days after. And then I have to get myself out of that cycle again and continue to work and grind. It's the only way out. Like, I promise you. You don't need more time. You need fewer excuses. You say you're going to start tomorrow. You say, I'm going to change my life, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. No, do it now. It can't wait. It cannot wait. The famous quote from one of the Rocky movies is, there is no tomorrow. You know, he says, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. No, there's no tomorrow. There's now. There's only now. Changing your life starts today. It starts in the moment. And it's not one decision that you make. So you make a decision in the moment, like, I'm going to start this business. Okay, that's great. You made that choice now. People don't even make that choice. So, like, you're good on you for making that decision. But then on top of that, it's making that decision every minute, every second. You're choosing that path constantly now. You're not making that choice tomorrow. You're making that choice now. Just making the choice itself is hard enough. So, like, good on you for making the choice. But what makes real winners is consistently making that choice for years on end without seeing any result. It's going to take longer than you think it is, and it's going to be harder than you think it is. But if you continue to make that choice, I promise you'll be proud of yourself in however long it takes. You will be so proud of yourself because you made that choice. The life you want is on the other side of habits you avoid. Habits are what dictate our entire life. What habits are you choosing to keep? Are you keeping your bad habits, or are you keeping your good habits? What's a bad habit? Eating unhealthy. And that habit, like they say it takes 21 days to build a habit and 3 days to break it, which is why like it's so easy to revert back to your old habits. It's super easy to mess it up and be like, shoot. But missing a day, having an off day, I get it. I understand. Trust me, I have those all the time where it's just like, oh, today, like it just wasn't your day. And then maybe you missed out on it. But do not miss out 2 days in a row. Do not skip out on your habit multiple days in a row, because it's like, it's gone. It's gone like that. It's so instantly gone. You could have built a habit for years and then all of a sudden it's gone just because you chose multiple days in a row to not stick with the hard choice. Like, it's so easy to revert back to the bad, and it's so hard to stick with the good, but you have to. What other choice do you have? What other choice do you have? Like, for me, starting this podcast, I'm starting this podcast because I want to help people. I want people to be the number one version of yourself. That's why I call this the number one podcast, because I have struggled with that for so long in my life. I have struggled with the fact that like I'm not the person I say I want to be, and I'm not the person that I want to be. And in doing this podcast, I'm forcing myself outside of my comfort zone. I'm forcing myself to make the hard choice every day. And I am doing this because I'm learning with you. Honestly, half the time I'm speaking in this podcast, I'm speaking to myself. Like lessons I wish I would have known. And it's about continuing to do what you know you need to do for a long period of time. And I'm on that journey with you. I'm right there with you, figuring out what the hell am I doing. And I'm right there with you. Like, you can do this. I genuinely believe in you. Like, you have the ability to. Maybe you just need someone to believe in you. And I want to be that for you. I want to believe in you. I do believe in you. Like, you got this. But I'm going to tell you something, and it's going to hurt your feelings, but you can't continue to do the things that you know you shouldn't. Like, you know deep down in your brain, I shouldn't be doing that. If you're someone who drinks a lot and you don't want to drink anymore, or you want to drink significantly less, like, you know what you should and shouldn't be doing. You know it deep down, like, I shouldn't be doing this, but then you do it anyways. Like, listen to your mind, listen to your intuition. If your mind is telling you I shouldn't be doing that, there's a reason for it. If your mind is telling you, hey, I think I want to start this business, there's a reason your mind is telling you that. It's because you know, like, this is the life that I want to build. So listen to yourself. We often give great advice to other people, but we don't take our own advice. I'm a victim of that as well. I give really good advice, but then when it comes to myself, I don't listen to it. It's called the Solomon Principle, if you're interested in it. But you know what you need to be doing. You know what habits you should keep and what habits you should get rid of. It's just hard. But so is life. So continue to make the choices you know you need to make, because what else are you going to do? Keep the life that you know you don't want, or take the risk and the chance of building something better for yourself? Motivation gets you started. Identity is what keeps you going. It's really easy to be motivated. Today, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling motivated. This morning, I wasn't. I didn't even want to get out of bed this morning, if I'm being 100% honest with you. But I just, boom, jumped out of bed, got myself up. I listened to some good music, some upbeat music, you know, and then I started feeling good and I'm feeling motivated. And doing this podcast is probably easy because I feel motivated. But there's going to be days where I feel like crap, where I don't want to film. And it's what identity do you want for yourself? What kind of person are you? Are you the person that when the motivation fades that you don't do it anymore? Or are you the person that tells themselves, I'm going to stick with this no matter what? Like, what person do you want to be? If there was a movie crew following you around, what would they say about you? Would they say that you're a person that pushes through the hard things, or are you a person that when the going gets tough, you're out? You know, what would other people say about you? And you know deep down, you know for sure what kind of person you are. Just be honest with yourself and tell yourself, like, I'm not this person yet. Doesn't mean you'll never get there, but it means you're not that person yet. And work to be the kind of person that you believe in. Because believing in yourself changes everything. Having a genuine belief in yourself makes everything so much easier. But it takes a lot of work to become that person. Create the identity of what you want and who you are. Create that person that doesn't give up when the going gets tough. If it were easy, it wouldn't require you to grow. Now, it's really easy to look at the certain path you're going on and say, this is really hard, that you have to learn so much as a person to keep going down this path. But if you're feeling this much resistance, it probably means you're doing the right thing. Let's take the example of working out. When you work out, you push your muscles. Your muscles are literally tearing. And then they regrow and they get bigger. Like, I equate that to what it's like growing a business or a social media, whatever it is. Like, it's hard. It's going to tear you apart. But that's how you know you're growing. That's how you know you're on the right path. Often when we do hard things, we don't see any results for a while. We don't see the money or the fame or whatever it is. Like, you don't see that for a while. And what you have to understand is, like, you're going through all these growing pains. But that's how you grow. When you're a kid and you're growing up, your legs start hurting all of a sudden. And then all of a sudden, you're 3 inches taller. But it's like you have to go through that pain in order to grow. Pain equals growth. And even if it's pain of, like, you're trying something and then you realize 2 months later, like, I don't even want to do this. Guess what? You learned. And then you can take the idea of the growth and the struggles that you went to, and you can take that and put it into the next thing. Like, you never fail. You just learn. And you're constantly growing and growing and growing as an individual. We learn every single day. We're learning what we need to do, what we don't need to do. Like, we're learning about ourselves every single day till the day we die. But learning is hard. When you were in elementary school, you didn't know how to read. When you first started school, you didn't know how to read. And it was really hard at first. But eventually you know how to read. But you have to go through the period of not knowing and the struggle of not knowing. But the older we get, the harder it is to do that, because it's just us pushing ourselves. When you're a kid, you've got your parents, you've got your teachers, you've got your friends all pushing you to be better. But then the older you get, the closer your circle gets. It's literally just you. It's you versus you. You're the only one pushing yourself. How hard are you willing to work to get the goal you know you want? Like, be honest with yourself. It's going to be hard. It's going to feel impossible. It's going to feel like this is all for nothing. But that means you're probably doing the right thing. If it's hard, if it's uncertainty, you're probably down the right path. So stick with it. You got this. You got this. Genuinely. You're not stuck. You're just committed to patterns that aren't working. Now, I want to talk about depression. I feel like I can speak about this because I've struggled with depression for years. I'm still struggling with depression. I'm just going to be honest with you because I want you to grow, and I feel like talking about hard things is what makes us grow as people. Depression is a cycle that grows. It's like a snowball rolling down a little mountain. You know, the snowball gets bigger. It starts with one day. Maybe you stop working out, you stop doing fitness, you start eating unhealthy, whatever. You just think it's one day. And then the next day you continue that. And it just gets harder every day, because the more you build on that depression, the cycle, whatever you're stuck in, the more you build on that, the more you're building. I say you can build up confidence, but you can also build up the identity of someone who isn't a good person, who doesn't do the things that they know they need to do, who doesn't help themselves. That was my biggest thing, struggling with my depression, is it didn't help myself. You know, growing up, I was a sports guy, so I played soccer, lacrosse, I did dance, I played baseball. Like, I played a bunch of sports growing up. And then Once I was old enough where I could make my own decisions, well, even before that, to be honest, but I started not taking care of myself, not doing self-care. As a man, it's hard because, like, we don't really know what self-care is. At least I wasn't taught what self-care is. I didn't know how to take care of myself. And I started going down a rabbit hole where I genuinely didn't believe I could get out of it. I was in such a deep hole that I felt like I was stuck there forever. And it took me pushing myself out of my comfort zone to finally get out of it. It took me admitting to myself, I'm not okay mentally. It took me being honest with myself that, hey, I probably need some help. I'm still struggling with it. It hasn't really gone away yet, but I'm learning every day how to get better. I'm learning how to push myself. I'm learning how to continue to do the things I know I need to do despite how I feel, because feelings are there. They're just there. Feelings are just in your mind, and you can push past them. I promise you can push past them. I'm speaking from experience here. Your feelings do not dictate how you act. You do. Push yourself to grow. I know it may feel really hard right now. It may feel like you're stuck, but you can get out of it. You can push yourself out of this. It doesn't feel like you can, but you can. Like, you're stronger than you think you are. You bear this weight on you every single day. That makes you strong. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. Talked about this earlier, but confidence is built by keeping promises you make to yourself. You build confidence by saying, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and then waking up at 5 a.m. And you do that over a long period of time. You build these steps in your mind that you say, you do what you say you're going to do. Like, if you constantly say, I'm going to do something, and then you don't do it, you start building confidence in the wrong direction. You start building confidence in yourself that you don't do the things you say you're going to do. And then all of a sudden, when you tell yourself something, you don't even genuinely believe you're going to do it. I struggled with that for a while. I say I'm going to get better. I'm going to do the things I say I'm going to do, and then I don't. And then I was in this zone where, like, I would say I'm going to be better, and then I would never do it because I didn't believe in myself. Like, you build confidence by doing what you say you're going to do. And it's hard, but it's the worthwhile path. Sticking with things is hard. Sticking with anything is hard, consistently. Anything that pushes you. But that's how you build confidence. That's how you build yourself up to be like, I am that guy. Is by continuously doing the hard thing. Your future is being decided by what you tolerate today. This kind of goes back to the idea of pain now, pleasure later, and then pleasure now, pain later. But the choices you're making today dictate your future self. If you're the kind of person that always eats sugar and candy, like, you will, in the future, you will be unhealthy. Maybe you'll be overweight. Maybe you'll look in the mirror and not like what you see. And it is completely your fault. Like, it's harsh, but it's completely your fault. You are the reason you're like that. Nobody else. Nobody forced candy down your throat. You decided to eat it. You couldn't control your eating habits. You couldn't control yourself, your own mind, to tell yourself, maybe I shouldn't be eating this. If you look in the mirror and you don't see the kind of body you want to see, that's also your fault. You didn't go to the gym. Like, and maybe you're in a situation where you can't afford a gym. Like, figure it out. Do some push-ups, some sit-ups, go on runs. Like, there's people who are in worse situations than you. There's people who are struggling worse than you. I've seen guys on social media who don't have legs, but yet they're in the gym. They're working their upper body. They still want to be fit. They're pushing themselves. They don't have legs. They didn't make excuses. Like, I know it's harsh, and I'm sorry that I'm being harsh, but it's just the harsh reality. The harsh reality is you didn't push yourself. You didn't choose the hard path, and now look where you are. You're at a spot that you don't like because you didn't push yourself. Like, it's your fault. Your future is in your hands. Your future self is looking at you going, please, please, please make the right decision. You know what decision you need to make. Now go make it. Nobody talks about the lonely part of becoming who you're meant to be. Now, Alex Hormozi talked about this on a podcast with Chris Willex. But he talked about the lonely chapter. I believe that anybody who is going on a self-improvement journey, whether that's fitness, business, whatever it is, like there's a period of time where it's just you. He had a great analogy where it's like in the beginning, it's a coliseum of just you, and you're the only person clapping for yourself. And then once you're successful, once you have everything, then it's a full coliseum of people clapping for you. But they're not clapping for you when you need it. It's in the beginning, it's in the middle where you're struggling and it's just you. That's when you need the support, but you don't have that. You have to be the only one pushing yourself. And it's freaking hard. It feels impossible. It feels like, goddamn it, another day of the same grind. But I promise you, one day it will be worth it. One day you'll look back and go, goddamn, I'm glad I made that decision. But it's about making that decision and sticking with it and pushing yourself. It's you versus you every single day. Every single day it's you versus you. So make the decision you know is going to better your life. You can't think your way into a new life. You have to act your way into one. Now, people say, like, fake it till you make it. I genuinely don't believe that works. Maybe it helps get you out of bed the first day. Like, telling yourself, like, I'm this confident guy, I can do this. Maybe it works once, twice, a few times. But over a long period of time, like, that's not going to be there. It's the reality of your situation. Like, you can pretend to be confident, but that false confidence will eventually fade. I've tried this where, like, I speak out loud, like, I'm a confident guy, I can do this, I can do that, I can go up and talk to girls. And maybe it works in the moment, but over a long period of time, over the grand scheme of things, like, it doesn't work. You don't genuinely believe it in your soul. Like, it's what you genuinely believe in your soul that dictates how you are and how you feel about yourself. So just telling yourself I'm a confident guy isn't going to make you confident. It's doing actions and doing the things you say you're going to do that make you confident. Not telling yourself I'm confident, but doing it. Now, I am a big believer in affirmations. Don't get me wrong. I believe telling yourself constantly over and over again changes your thoughts. Because I genuinely believe you can change your thoughts, you can change your own mind, and you can act a certain way based off how you think. I'm a big believer in that. I'm a big believer in manifestation. So, like, don't just, like, tell yourself I'm a piece of garbage. Like, don't do that. But also be real with yourself and say, okay, am I the kind of person that sticks with the hard things? If not, change that. Like, you can change that. You can change it every single day by making the hard choice, by doing what you need to do. You can't think about a life and then it comes true. You have to think about it and do it. I believe in manifestation. So I believe, for me, it's like thinking one day I'm going to have the #1 podcast. Okay, now go achieve that. Now, what would someone who wants a #1 podcast, what would they do? They would post a lot. They would learn and they would grow forever. That's what it takes. I still believe in myself and believe I can have the #1 podcast, but I have to act it. I have to act it into reality. I have to actually do the correct things to have the #1 podcast. It's not just about thinking about it. It's thinking and doing. It's a bit of both. Most people quit right before things start working. Now, I believe making progress in any endeavor is like an exponential graph. In the beginning, it looks like a straight line, like you're not getting any progress. No progress, and all of a sudden, it starts coming up a little bit, and then boom, it skyrockets. I believe that's how success happens, where for an extended period of time, you're not seeing any results, you're not seeing any fruits of your labor. And then all of a sudden, you just have this immense growth period. And a lot of successful people have talked about this, where it's like, you do a bunch of work, you're not getting anything for it, and then all of a sudden something happens, and then everything starts happening. Like, I don't believe luck is real, but if you show up every day, one day you will get lucky. If you show up every single day, one day could be the day that it hits. Like, let's take content creation, for example. Maybe you post content every single day for a year, and then nothing happens. And the 366th day, that post goes viral, and then all of your other posts are getting a bunch of views, and then you get all the followers and subscribers, and then brand deals reach out, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, this happened. And it's because you consistently showed up every single day that you got lucky. No, you didn't get lucky. You forced your way into the luck. You forced your way into the good thing to happen. There's no such thing as luck. It's like, I made this happen. I made this happen. So go make it happen for yourself. The version of you you're chasing is built by the things you're avoiding. Resistance is a compass. Resistance tells you that you're doing the right thing. If you go this way and it's easy, you go this way and it's easy, You go this way and it's hard, okay, now we're on to something. What is this trying to tell me? You're constantly learning. What is this experience? What is this resistance? What is it telling me? It's telling me it's hard, but it's probably hard for a good reason. If you want to start a business, the beginning of any business is the most challenging part. Starting anything from scratch is the hardest part, but it's telling you you're probably on the right path. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. Like, the reason content creation, I believe, is a lot of people want to do content creation is because it's pretty easy to just pick up your phone and start filming a video. Now, it's hard to be a good content creator. You have to learn to not be camera shy, and you got to get your background looking nice, and you got to have editors, and you got to constantly be studying the market. Like, it's hard to be a good content creator, but anybody can do that. It's a lot harder with, like, business, because it's like not everybody can just go out, talk to somebody, and get a client. Well, I believe everybody can start a business, but the start is the hardest part. Like, the resistance and the hardness is what is helping you grow. Even with content creation, you make 100 posts. Maybe they freaking suck, but you learn every single time. And then you'll eventually hit a point where, like, this is really hard. It's hard to be a good content creator. But the fact that it's hard is probably telling you, like, hey, this is the right thing. I'm doing the right thing. What do I need to learn from this? What do I need to learn to get past this barrier? Like, how do I get up the barrier? How do I build that ladder to get above the barrier? That's what you're learning. But it's going to be hard. But the fact that it's hard is probably telling you, like, hey, I'm doing the right thing. I've heard this quote a lot, and it's a really good quote. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. It's really easy to have a goal and see an end point and see, like, oh, there's a linear line to that goal, right? But you fall to your habits, you fall to your systems, you fall to what you do every single day. If you're the kind of person that grinds every single day and works on it, no matter what, like, that's the lowest point you can go, right? The success and everything is not guaranteed. The high point is not guaranteed. But what is guaranteed is what you do on a daily basis. What do you do every single day? Like, that's the lowest you can go. Nobody can take that from you. Your work ethic and what you're doing, nobody can take that from you. Success is not guaranteed. But you know what is guaranteed? How hard you work. That's what's guaranteed in life. It's like, how hard are you working at this? Because no matter what, that's the floor. If you're doing 3 social media posts a day, that's your floor. That's the minimum. The minimum is you post 3 times a day. That's it. The views don't matter. The success doesn't matter. What's happening doesn't matter. What matters is how much input are you putting in? And that's the lowest it can go. The high, maybe you have a post that goes mega viral, and then all of a sudden you're a successful content creator. But it's what do you do every single day? Like, that's the guaranteed part. Last but not least, this one is extremely important. 1 year of consistency can change your entire life. All it takes is 1 year. All it takes is 1 year of just working nonstop every single day, being super consistent. That can change your life. I promise you, if you dedicate just a year of your life to doing this hard thing, to growing as a person, you will be successful. Fitness. If you spend a year, you're in the gym every single day or every other day, however long. If you're just consistently in the gym for whatever time period you want, like a year from later, you will be better than you were today. Talking to girls. If you go up to a girl, she says no, you're where you were before, plus 1 experience gained of talking to that girl. And you only get better. You never get worse. You only get better Every single experience, every single thing that you do makes you a better person. Now, will it make you a successful person? I don't know, but it'll make you a better person. No matter what you do, you're learning. You're always getting better. Like, that's it. You're always getting better. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You're always getting better as long as you try. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. This has been the #1 podcast. I want you to be the #1 version of yourself and grow every single day. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode.